Welcome back to the Weather Guide.
I'm DJ.
And I'm JR. This week has been an interesting week. We'll go over our numbers from last week and for our week-over-week difference like we always do. Definitely still positive.
Yes, positive. But as a reminder, we tapered down our YouTube promos. This week, you're going to see a big difference in the numbers from week over to week, but still positive. I mean, I'm still thinking we're moving in the right direction and we're learning along the way.
This, I think, was one of our bigger learning weeks as we've figured things out and figure out where we're going and how we're going to go about things. And we've been looking around. What else can we learn? We need to learn more because we need to do even better.
In doing that, we've been watching a lot more YouTube videos, especially from people who are successful at this. How did they get here? What did they have to say? What worked for them? What didn't? We're trying all avenues. Like you have to learn and grow and see what actually works.
And there's nothing wrong with looking around and getting bits of information from everyone, because not everyone is telling the whole truth, or they just don't tell all of what happened to them, just like we don't. And it's not even intentional. We tell you what we can think of and what we think is important, but we don't tell you everything we've learned from every single video that we've watched. So you have to do the research and look into things too. We're hopeful. Hopefully our videos will help you expedite that.
And like JR said, though, it's not that it's intentional. It's that there's so much to go over. We would be having hour-and-a-half-long videos each week if we went over all the stuff that we learn each week, or what we try versus what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody wants to listen to us talk for an hour and a half about monetization and videos.
Especially not him.
Something that has come up in the last few weeks, and I'm not sure we ever mentioned it, was a copyright issue that I had put some music in from something, and it wasn't like a real song or anything. I think it was actually music that was in the software.
Yes.
I had used it in the background of a video, thinking that would help, improve the video a little bit, and it got flagged on YouTube. So YouTube flagged our video for a copyright issue, and we had to do a bit of research and figure things out of what you can and can't do. We tried to do the directions they gave us for using that audio through the software, when you upload it and name it a certain thing, but that didn't work. And so in the future, what we've done is started using the audio through the YouTube audio library. Yeah. They provide it, as a free service for all of their users. So we've been using that in several videos and no problems at all.
Right.
That's just something that I found interesting along the way, and I'm not sure we ever said it, and I think it's important. So that could help you maybe avoid some problems.
Costly mistake too, because what I have realized, it doesn't affect us right now because of the fact that we're not monetized. However, in the future, when you are monetized, if you get a copyright strike, it basically means that any profits that come in off that video, mind you, this is not official advice, this is just what we have learned from researching, is any money that comes in from AdSense for that video, then either you just don't get, or it goes to the person who the rights belong to. So but when we get monetized, all the profits from that video, unless they take away our copyright strike, all of them will go to the person who owns that song.
So that's something to keep in mind, just so you can avoid the issue altogether. If you use the YouTube audio library instead, or you can pay to use another service where your payment in that service gets you, that copyrighted music, you can totally do it. We're on the cheap side, I guess.
Yeah, he is.
I'm on the cheap side. So I have avoided wanting to use it just yet. I think maybe in the future we probably will.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm seeing what we can do, what works for us, where we don't have to spend a lot of money. I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to, start a business or start a channel or start whatever, using the lowest amount of investment possible.
Yeah.
I think it's prudent.
And I think that's the thing. You have to think about this as a business. This is a business for us. And so you're going to pay for some things. You're going to pay for advertising. You're going to pay for copyrighted music if you want to use it. So it is a business. You have to decide what's going to work for you, what's not, but you are going to have to pay some out of pocket for things. And so that's something to think about going into this, is there are upfront expenses to making this work for you.
And in my mind, as we get further into this, that's when I can justify the expenses. When we're monetized and we can see how much money we do make from this, then I can justify, okay, well, if we're making X, Y, and Z amount, I can justify spending a monthly amount on a music service, or maybe a better camera or a gyroscope or something like that. So you just have to do what's right for you and at the right time as well.
Correct.
Well, let's dive into the numbers. So this week was for July 24th through July 30th.
And this was a great week overall, even though it wasn't as great as last week. We still overall had a really great week. So I want to emphasize that before we go over the day-to-day number, or I'm sorry, the week-to-week numbers, so that even if it doesn't look that great overall, it still is a positive thing.
Absolutely.
So as you can see on your screen, we'll first start as usual. This is for the week of July 24th to the 30th. The views that we got this week were 27,900 views. Amazing.
That's a lot, yeah. Like, still great.
Still great amount of views. Our next is our watch time hours. Our watch time hours for this week were 218.7. So a little bit of a dip, but still, I mean, we got an extra 218.7 watch time hours. That's amazing. Lastly was the subscribers. And this week we got 1.4 thousand subscribers. So another fantastic week.
It really was. I mean, the numbers are, from right when we started, the first few weeks, we would have killed for 1.4 thousand new subscribers. You know, that's amazing to us. But if you watched, our video last week, then you can see why, we had, almost 15,000 new subscribers that week. So it seems like womp womp, but it's not. It is still really good. And it's all about perspective. So try to keep the perspective, and that the numbers are still very positive, even if maybe one week isn't as great as the week before.
Correct. Okay, so now for our week over week numbers. So as I said, this week we had 27.9 thousand viewers, which was a drop of 89,000 viewers over week to week, which still, again, we did great. Our watch time hours was 218.7. Again, that was a drop from last week, and it was a drop of 1,581.3 watch time hours. And then lastly, the subscribers, with 1.4 thousand subscribers, that means that we had a dip of 13,500 week over week.
So again, it seems, these are all negative numbers, but perspective, still great.
Still growth.
Still growth. As we've lessened our use of promotional ad dollars, we're kind of getting back into a couple weeks ago numbers. So, we spent more last week and we got more out of it.
Right.
And, that's what our money paid for. So now that we're spending less money and going away from the promotions, we're back to 20,000 something views a week, 1,500 subscribers a week. That's what we were getting the first week that we did the promos. So it's not out of line. It's just we paid less money, we got less results. That's okay.
And still, I mean, 1.4 thousand subscribers in a week is still tremendous. I mean, I watch, like I said, I watch YouTube videos all the time, and I see creators who say that it takes them 2 to 3 years to even reach the 1,000 subscriber mark. So in order to get that in a week with almost no advertising going, we're doing phenomenal. So we're taking the ups and downs as they come, because it's definitely, I would say it's more like a roller coaster than anything. You have your ups and you have your downs, and every day in between.
And a reminder, the promotion money did not pay for subscribers.
Correct.
It did not pay for watch time hours. All it did was put our video further up, in the line so that people might see it more often.
And hopefully click on it.
And hopefully click on it, which they have. But the subscribers and everything, that's just people who like us.
They really like me.
So all of that to say, just as we say, I think every week, perseverance, keep at it, keep improving, do whatever it is, the little things that you can do. I know DJ's been putting more links to the ends of all of our videos.
Mm-hmm.
I make sure to put the subscribes in all of there and everything, things that every video does, of course. But you have to sort of watch those videos and see where you can pull things that they might be doing. Maybe they are better at putting a hook in the beginning to keep people watching, and maybe we need to do more of that.
Which I'm going to stop you there, because I think that's something important that we want to share with you, because you're going to watch a whole bunch of videos and they're going to give you conflicting advice.
Yes.
So you have to, there are certain things, there's called the 30-second hook rule that almost every video will tell you about, and that's to hook your audience within the first 30 seconds. We've chosen to go a different route, and we enjoy our opening, and we enjoy saying hi to you when we're talking to you. So we, instead of doing that 30-second hook thing, we start off with our Wonder Guys every week and say hi to our audience, because we want you to be a part of this. And I feel like it's more important to make you feel included because you're already watching than to try and hook new people who might not.
Also, though, yes, we're including that, but we have changed up maybe some of our openers a little bit. We are trying to consciously do things a bit different and see if it's better and see if it works more. So all that to say, keep posting, keep creating,
keep growing,
be regular, post regularly. I think that's an important one that people will tell you in all the videos. And I think we would echo the same, is just keep at it, keep posting regularly. The people will come if your content is, something that people are interested in. And you don't have to be married to the same thing either. Just because you started off, I think we started off talking more about our move and the things about that, moving from the US to Europe. We thought more people would find that interesting, but I think more people are interested in the travel and the restaurants and the fun things.
Right.
And it makes sense. So we do more of that.
We do.
We do what people want to see, and that's okay. So hopefully this all helps you in your journey and helps make it a little bit easier than it's been maybe for us. We've definitely gotten a lot of help from the other people on YouTube. And that's why we're doing these, so that we can help you. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.
Totes!